sisters out there in the YouTube comic book community, I say this with all my love. What's up, comic book junkies? It's another Nighttiger Comics video with your host, Mike Smith, in the comic book room, the Nighttiger lair. So I took a long box of 25-cent, 50-cent stuff that I had bought over the years. I had cleaned out my collection at the end of last year and took it down for some trade. What did they give me? They gave me $60 in credit. It was mostly DC. It was a really big long box full of DC, like 2000 and newer stuff. So I had two goals in mind when I went down there. Did I meet those goals? What did I get? Stay tuned after the Nighttiger game.
Watch Nighttiger Comics!
Nighttiger Comics.
Nighttiger Comics! Nighttiger Comics! Nighttiger Comics! Nighttiger Comics!
Okay.
Watch Nighttiger Comics! Comics!
Never know what's going to
Okay, we're back. So I went to Bearded Brown Coat Comics in Ocala. It's the biggest store we have here in town. Got in a long box. I thought maybe I'd get $30. They gave me $60. I was very happy. So I had two goals in mind when I went in there. One was to get these, which I forgot to show. So I picked up some Golden Age, the smallest size. Gerbers, those were like 22 something. So this was $60 credit. What did I get? My second objective was to go in there and find as many DC Universe logo variants as I could. I haven't had time in a while to check this shop sufficiently, so that's what I did. The girls dropped me off. They went shopping. Let's see what I found. So I thought this was the Bruce Timm cover. It's not. It's a Paul Smith cover from the Spirit 2008 run. But it's a cool chessboard and skull and death cover. That was $1. I think it was $2. Dollar, I don't know. I didn't have this. It was a Killer Neal Adams cover. Heroes for Hunger, 1986. Just a really depressing cover right there. But anyways, I didn't have this one. It's a nice high-grade copy. Picked it up. And I did put these in order from, if I would say least coolest to coolest, or somewhere like that. This was just sitting there for $3. A really nice copy of Love Stories, number 151. I love my romance comics, Bronze Age Marvel, DC, September 1973. Nice purple right there. That's what I like. It's just really high grade. Just chilling out there and $3 in the bin. I'm like, okay, that's going in the pile. There were some books I left behind, a lot of dollar books, and I carried a few keys around with me and decided to go with one, like nothing major. So they had three of these in the bin. The other two were $10. And at this store, if it doesn't have a price, it's $1. So someone overlooked this one. I already had it. But for a high-grade dollar book for the Bronze Age, April 1978, this has the origin of Black Canary and also the origin of Dr. Fate. Just a really killer cover. Purple again in the background. High grade, high grade. Now this book, they definitely overlooked on this one. I'm going to build it up. It's another purple background, DC Silver Age, in a really nice shape. For $1, this was $1, had no price on it. It's got Robot Man fighting on the cover, purple background. You got your checkers up there, your go-go checks, whatever. Really high-grade book. And it was no price on it. I was like, okay. I find it like my task to go to this store and look for everything they missed. And I find quite a bit of stuff over the years. That's number 97. And from November 1966. Tales of the Unexpected. Robot Man cover. And it says right up there, Automan versus Mutant Man. I had this already. I looked it up. I actually did pull out and look it up because a lot of books I forget to look up. I had it. I just love this cover. I love, there's certain DC books that have that teal blue. One of them is the Jimmy Olsen first Darkseid side cover. But pretty decent shape, like a 6.0 copy. $2. Susan Day as Mary Marvel. I like it. $2 book. I'll take it. I'll take it. Now, this is a Bruce Timm cover. I saw this. They had $3 on it. Killer Bruce Timm cover. Nice Good Girl. Spirit. It's got everything. I wish it was a newsstand, but it's not. High grade. Black cover. No ticks whatsoever. I didn't know Bruce Timm did any covers in this run. There's another cover he does too. But this is the only Good Girl one. This was just really cool. You have Dracula and Frankenstein attacking Superman on a Bronze Age comic book. Never saw that one before. Very cool. It's got a weird color for the background too. Like a, I don't even know how to say it. It's like a purple. It's like a maroon kind of. That's Superman number 344, February 1980. So it hits the Bronze Age mark. Now this is cool. I have. This was on the top 10 hot list this week, I think, or last week. I have probably 5-6 issues of the first print, 3 or 4 of the second print. I love this key. It's a modern key. It's volume 2 of Superman. But check this one out. Now this is high grade. You got a Dan Jurgens signature, and you got a Joe Rubinstein. First appearance of the blue electric Superman suit. What else about this? Oh, it's a glow in the dark, and has the COA. And it says down here 5,000, and it says right down here 560, 5621 out of 8,500. Not a big SIG guy, but those SIGs look cool. Even my wife said that they looked really cool. All right, so I did find some DC Logo Universe books. High grade. You got Detective Comics 674. Killer cover, and then with that DC Logo Universe sitting right there, it makes it look even sexier. I mean, high grade. You got my favorite Batman, Azrael. He's like Iron Man with a cape and cowl. The Night Quest. Then you got Mr. Freeze and Azrael. DC Logo Universe variant number 670, January 1994. Another high-grade copy of that. So when I go into the comic shops to look for these, I go to Detective, Batman, Action, Green Lantern. Not familiar with the Flash too much. Superman, Supergirl. Those are the titles I'll hit first. By then, I'm usually exhausted. I never get to the other titles. Another nice Universal monster. I think this is my second find on the DC Logo Universe variant on this issue. Number 671, February 1999. These are all Kelly Jones covers. He's a disciple of Bernie Wrightson. So you got some really cool horror covers. All these covers going on. So this one was a little more. I think this one was $3. Batman Adventures number 17, January 94, or is it January? February 1994. Killer book. DC Logo Universe. Happy to find that one. I love these. I love finding the Batman ones. And I like finding some of them. Some of them are just, I left a few because they were just meh. they just don't have that dynamic pizzazz to the cover. And then when you get the logo, it just adds it electrifies it even more. So I left a few there, like 3 or 4 different ones. But here you go. I paid up for this. I paid $3 for this one. Superboy number 1. DC logo universe. High grade, of course. And I won't pick these up for $1 if they're not high grade. I mean, they have to be a really big key. Because I don't know, they're kind of easy to find. So it's not worth it to pick up like every single one of them. But people like these. I like them. I think they're cool. This is Supergirl number 1. I paid $5 for this one. February 94. I think these all came in packs. Some were 5, some were 3 at Toys R Us back in the 90s. And what else can I say? I think it was between 90, somewhere like 94, 95, 93, 94, 95, in that era. So if you can find them, they're worth it. Then average a high grade one that's a decent copy. I mean, like for what it is, we'll go for like $10 at the lowest. So I showed you all those, so I got all those. And this was the last book. This is probably the key of the pickup. This was 15. I kind of been trying to go after this. I did look at it on eBay a few times. I forget, somebody showed this on Instagram, and then I seen it on YouTube. And it reprints Lois Lane number 1, as you can tell right there. It's a nice witch cover to have for we have these contests and stuff like that. But also, it's a Silver Age DC in really nice shape. And it's huge. So I like reading these. I definitely like Lois Lane. What do you think? So, $60, was it worth it? Was it not? I thought it was worth it. I had fun doing it. Spent 3 or 4 hours looking for some books. And I always appreciate a shop that prices their books before you get to the counter. The shop is good. It's called Bearded Brown Coat. It's out Ocala. They got a second location in Bellevue, Florida. Check them out. They got everything. Toys, games, board games. They have tournaments, wall books, slab books, dollar books. They got a huge array of everything. This is your Nighttiger. This is your Nighttiger. Why the hell would I say this is your Nighttiger? This is Nighttiger Comics. Thanks for hanging out, and peace out.